Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for a Hearthstone arena run here today. I actually recorded some previous footage of the draft as well as the first game that I ran with this deck. Unfortunately, my microphone audio did not record along with it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run through here real quick, just kind of show you what's in the deck and what you can expect here. The last game was actually fairly fun. The player was a hunter, and he somehow managed to draft an entire Murloc deck, but I still won out in the end there. So what we've got here is we have one Innervate, a couple of Claws for that early removal, some Amani Berserkers, only one Mark of Nature, which is the only buff card I have available, two Dark Iron Dwarves, no Yetis unfortunately, but I did manage to draft three Druid of the Claws, which have proven already to come in quite handy. And our late game punch consists of a Boulder Fist Ogre, Ravenhold Assassin, and Stormwind Champion. We have one Keeper of the Grove for the silence, and one Wrath for removal purposes as well. That's about it. The draft actually was not very kind to me this time. It actually offered me five Tauren Warriors, and I didn't take a single one of them because I don't like Tauren Warriors personally. I even ended up having to take a Spiteful Smith in here, because that pick actually was easily the best one out of the three. I think it was like a Wisp, a Moonfire, or a Spiteful Smith. So we went with the Spiteful Smith. So, unfortunately I won't be able to show you the first game there. I could have done voiceover on the video footage that I captured, but I don't like doing that. It doesn't seem as raw to me. I'm just not a fan of voiceover afterwards. So, we're going to go and play another game with this deck here. On the next video I will get the drafting process in there. That's actually one of my favorite parts, is actually drafting the deck. And I'd like to share that with you guys as well. So hopefully this mic recording thing has alleviated itself, this problem. I may have even had it muted, which if that was the case then I feel kind of dumb. But we're going to go with what we got. Alright, so who are we up against today? A Paladin. Mr. Dogface the Paladin. This should be entertaining. So we've got two cards that are completely useless, an Amani's Berserker that we can actually drop on turn 1, and our only Mark of Nature in the deck. So we'll keep those two, drop the two that we can't use, and we don't get much better. So that's fun. Not a very good starting hand, but hopefully the Amani Berserker will give us a little bit of momentum that we'll need to win this match. So I'm just going to go ahead and coin into him. I can't think of a single thing he has on turn 2 that will really do anything other than humility or something like that, but I don't believe that's even 2 cost mana. So that's fairly solid opening play, I believe. Even if he tokens, I can use that token to enrage myself, which sounds like a plan to me. So, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to summon his reinforcement there. The question is, do I hero power to take it out, or do I enrage myself? I think I'll hero power to take it out. Yes, sir. Get that 2 damage in there in the turn. Depending on what he plays, we'll either throw the Demolisher down, or if he doesn't play anything too scary, I will Mark of Nature and actually use the Taunt. So I'm definitely going to get enraged at that point, which that's going to spell all sorts of badness for him. So that'll be fun. Mr. Dogface don't know what's coming. Injured Blade Master. Well, unfortunately, my good sir, the Injured Blade Master is not going to be enough to stop the +4 health and taunt on my Amani Berserker. Take him out there. Enrage, and we have a 5-3. Oh, I didn't do the math right on that. Oh, it's okay. Now it'll at least trade across. That was a misplay on my part. For some reason, I thought he'd have 3 damage and not 2 damage. But this does put him in an awkward situation. He's going to have to waste that to get rid of my 5-3. He's going to have to trade it across. Unless he has, say, Hammer of Wrath or something similar in his hand.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife Juggler, okay. Knife Juggler is actually one of my favorite cards. And the silence! Oh no! Oh no! He got me down to a 2-3 again. And he's no longer enraged. That's rough. That's real rough. Okay, well, I could pull him back with the Ancient Brewmaster, but then I'll lose the ability to trade. So I think we'll go ahead with the Murloc Tidehunter. Hero power up. Take out his 4-1 and trade for the Knife Juggler. Man, that misplay may have even just cost me the game. I can't believe I missed that. So this... Now he has a health advantage. Not much of a board advantage, but they're Murlocs, so that really doesn't mean much. That was all bad. That's okay, we'll just have to try to do our best to recover from it. Got some pretty powerful stuff in our hand right now. If he drops something, hopefully that I can use the Stampeding Kodo on, or he'll trade. Yeah, he'll most likely trade his 2-1 for my 2-1. Harvest Golem, that's something I can use the Stampeding Kodo for. That actually I think will work out really well. Actually, I believe it's a random. Yeah, it's a random enemy.
Reporting for duty.
So it looks like we're going to be rolling the dice a little bit here. Or will Innervate help us out in this situation? I think it will. Yes, sir, it will. So how do we want to play this? We'll trade the 1-1. The 2-1. Innervate. Drop the Stampeding Kodo. Take out the Harvest Golem. And use our 1-1 to trade across for the Harvest Golem. Aha! So the Innervate was actually the one card that really, really helped us out there. Now we have a 3-5 on the field. Still fairly behind on health, but we're even on cards. So, and next turn, probably the Azure Drake, most likely. Get us an extra card in there. Spiteful Smith. Now, if he's got a weapon to follow up behind this, this could get all bad. I could Dark Iron Dwarf and Hero Power it, but I'm almost willing to bet money that that is a sacrifice. So I think the safest option here is to go ahead and play the Azure Drake anyways. Got us a Boulder Fist Ogre for the next turn. Okay. Yeah, we'll trade across for the 4-6, which will enrage him. We're going to go ahead. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, man. So I probably could have taken that 4-6 out. Well, that's the kind of the guessing game you play when it comes to secrets. I wish they put more secrets in more classes instead of limiting it to the 3, I believe. Yeah, Paladin, Mage, and Hunter. I think more classes could use more secrets and make the game quite a bit more interesting. Playing around secrets, man, that's really, really difficult to do, and it can really make or break your entire game. 7 mana, 4 cards. What do we got here? Hammer of Wrath? Holy Wrath. Oh, and it gets the 4 damage that he needs for it. Lucky pull on the Holy Wrath on that.
Reporting for duty.
Well, that was unfortunate. I think we need to start putting some pressure on here. I really don't want to leave that Spiteful Smith alive, but I have a feeling that may be a redemption that he's rocking in there. So what we can do, nah, even that wouldn't get him low enough. How about we play the Dark Iron? Go ahead and give him a good smack, which gives him the enrage, but I'm almost certain he's got a weapon behind it. I'm going to take the 4 damage to the face here.
For the wild.
And it's the redemption. Yes, sir, it is. Well, we pretty much figured that's what that is. Hopefully he does not have a weapon in his hand. Alternatively, I could have made him burn the redemption. There's the weapon. I could have made a Burn of Redemption on his 1/1 there, but it really wouldn't have helped out too much. Now how he has a 6/2 weapon, that's scary right there. Pop the Consecrate. Going for the face, and GG! Man. That misplay early on, I think, is what really screwed us up. I think we could have, may not have won, but we would have done a lot better in that game if I wouldn't have made that obvious misplay on my part. That's okay, though. So we'll go ahead and get one more in here. See how this deck does. Again, I really did not like this deck. Drafting it, I mean, there was not very many choices. Again, the 5 Tauren Warriors that it offered me, I mean, it really wanted me to take that thing. But we'll see how far it goes. My personal best is 9 in Arena. I've never made it past 9. Granted, this was after they made the limit 13 to actually win, so I've never actually fully finished one, but I have made 9 before. So I definitely wouldn't say I'm the best Hearthstone player on the face of the planet, but I'm sufficient? Passable, one might say. Okay, so we're just going to toss the whole hand. Really can't use any of those. Not much better, but we at least have the Claw that we can bust out in case he plays the Northshire Cleric, the bane of my existence. Just go ahead and give that turn to him. And we got 2 Dark Iron Dwarves and the Ancient Brewmaster in our hand, which the Ancient Brewmaster synergizes quite well with the Dark Iron Dwarf. Get that +2 attack multiple times. He's still not playing anything. Well, that means he doesn't have a Northshire Cleric for turn 1, so that's good. We'll just armor up and give him a good smack there. Don't have anything for turn 3 either. This is a really bad opening hand. Man, I don't have anything I can play for a while. Acidic Swamp Ooze. Still nada. Alright, well, I think we'll go ahead and use the Claw. And go ahead and give us some extra armor there. And we'll just take it a little oozly now. But turn 4, man! Turn 4, we've got some options. Kinda. I'm actually considering playing the Ancient Brewmaster first instead of trying to use it on a Dark Iron Dwarf, because he is a 5/4. Coming out with the Raging Worgen. I'm willing to bet he doesn't have any means of enraging him at this point, but the Dark Iron would trade across for him. But I wouldn't be able to play the Brewmaster behind the Dark Iron. I'll just do the Dark Iron or the Brewmaster by itself. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. That's how we're going to play it. Now the Dark Iron Dwarf is safe. He is in the safe zone between Shadow Word Pain and Death. Now he could have a Death in his hand, which would make me very unhappy. Mind Games! Ooh, this is always fun. Oh, and a Cult Master? I don't think he could have pulled much better out of my deck. That's slightly irritating. Well, I think the Druid of the Claw will actually do really well here. So we can go Claw mode on it. Go ahead and pop him out of there. Actually, you know what? Probably should have killed the Cult Master first. I'm gonna leave his Cult Master. Why not? Why not? The Raging Worgen can be kind of scary. Unless he plays a taunt behind that Cult Master, I'm really not too worried about it. He'll go down next turn. And there's the Shadow Word Death. Oh, you sneaky devil. Go ahead and just pop a heal on yourself. Probably. Surely you don't have anything too scary. There you go. Go for the face. Alright. Well, we definitely needed to... Well, we could leave him, I suppose. Kind of going for the face a little bit here. I think we'll do that. I'm going to leave his Cult Master. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm not going to trade him for it right now. I've got 2 more Druids in my deck that I can pull, that I can charge him down if necessary. And now he has a choice. There you go. So he'll just take it out himself. And I still have a Dark Iron to pack that up. Although next turn I'm really thinking the Ravenhold Assassin will be the way to go. Just get this guy done and over with before he builds up the momentum that he needs to beat me. Thought Steal. Okay, so do you not have anything in your hand? And the plethora of cards you got over there? Mr. Ilada, or Miss Ilada, whichever it is. Ilada? Ilada? Ilada. Ilada. I don't know. So we've got the Argent Commander in our hand. He is most likely going to use that boar to kill my 4-1 next turn. So,
What to do?
how about we play an Azure Drake? Get us an extra card. Okay. Go ahead and hero power up. Take his boar out. And leave us a 4/4 on the a 4/4 on the field there. I do have a health advantage. He does have a slight card advantage, but he has nothing on the board, so this is actually can go either way at this point. I'm waiting for him honestly just pull out like a Ragnaros or something like that. It's really just gonna completely stomp me.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Alright. What else you got behind it? The Mogushan Warden. Which effectively I cannot get through. I can use the Shattered Sun Cleric. Actually, I can get through it. Yeah, we can.
We must
Little Shattered Sun Cleric. Give us a 5/5. Use our Dark Iron Dwarf here. Gives us 7/5. And no more Mogushan Warden. So now we have a significant board advantage. And that Divine Shield's not going to trade for anything. Now if he's got another death in his hand, he can take the dragon out. I mean, he can trade it, I guess, for my 3/2. Ooh, Wind Fury Harpy. He's bringing out the big guns now. And buffing it even? Well, we can't have that. No, sir, we cannot have that. So it looks like Argent Commander is going to be coming out. Or we could just silence it. You know, that's an option. I mean, it's still going to be a 4/5. Which is... But I think we'll silence him. Trade the 5/4. And play a Silverhand Knight.
Ready, sir.
And go ahead and take out his 3/3 as well. I don't like priests. Priest is probably the class that I find most irritating to go up against because they just have so much priest bullshit that they can pull out. I don't want him buffing his people. There's his own Argent Commander. He's going to take my 4/1 or 4/4 out with it. Oh, okay. Take out both 4/1 and the 4/4. Well.
Well played.
Well played to you, sir.
Well played.
How about we play our own Argent Commander? Take out his 2/2. Trade him across there. And we will demo. I was considering using the Innervate and popping out Spiteful Smith instead, but that's okay. I think demo will work out for us. Early game demos are really powerful. Late game, not so much, but might surprise us. Just pulling out the Holy Smite to get rid of the 4/2.
Squire, Attend me.
His own Silver Hand
Ready,
Knight.
sir.
Okay. Heals himself. Come on, Demo. Oh, and a Mind Blast to the face. Alright. Oh, well, Demo, you failed me. So, if we use Innervate, we can play both the Azure Drake and the Ravenhold Assassin. So why don't we play Azure Drake first, see what we get out of it. You know, the taunt may not be a bad idea right now. Well, first let's just take out this guy. But I think the Ravenhold Assassin really put some pressure on him is the better idea. So we'll do that. I mean, we're very close to lethal on the board right now. He can trade the 4-4 for my 4-4, but and if he plays anything too scary, we can buy some time with the Warden. There's either that or play the Warden and wait next turn to play the Ravenhold Assassin.
I must consider.
You must consider what 3 cards are the best. So it looks like you're probably going to get a 2-for-1. If I trade my 2-2 into you. You got 3 cards, man. Come on. You can't have that many options.
Are you ready for this?
The Archmage. Alright. So, I kind of have a feeling that he has the double health and attack things sitting in his hand that he's wanting to use it on that Archmage. If that is correct, then this could get really bad. Now what we can do is go ahead and throw the taunt out. And the Worgen Infiltrator for good measure. Trade the Assassin, so we can't do that. There's that 2-for-1. Use the hero power on his face and get set up to finish this game. I do have lethal on the board right now, unless he heals himself, which is most likely, but 2 health is not nearly as difficult to get through than 14 health, so. Isleta, your move. 3 cards. Again, you can't have too much that you can play in 3 cards. Come on. What you got? Throw it at me. I'm eager to stomp your face in. Oh, the mind control! Oh no! He pulls out a taunt of his own. But we just pulled the card that we need to answer that taunt. We're going to use the Reckless Rocketeer, as well as our 2-1. Then go to his face for 11 damage. Make that 12 damage. Leave him at 2. There you go, buddy. Your move. 2 health. We have significant board advantage. He has 3 cards in his hand. Can he pull it out? At this point, he's probably just going to try to make the game a little bit longer if he has a taunt of his own. There's another taunt. Temple Enforcer, give him the 6 health, still not good enough.
Well played.
And there's the GG. Are you going to give up, or are you going to let me kill you?
You have been.
There you go. GG, ladies and gentlemen! Alright, so again, I apologize for not being able to bring you the draft of this particular deck. So far, we've got 2 wins, 1 loss. Next time I bring it to you, we'll see how far we can really go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.